Today on NASCAR Thunder 2004's modded career mode, we take on the twisty, windy, fast road course of Sonoma. And things get a little hectic a little early. Now, how hectic? Well, you'll have to watch and find out. I can't tell you, but I will tell you one thing's for sure. Things get really intense between me and a couple of Ford drivers. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and enjoy today's racing. With Infineon coming up for the Dodge Save Mart 350, I honestly have to tell you guys that I hate these road courses with a burning passion, but there's just this weird allure to them, you know, like if you can turn left and turn right in a race after you've been turning left for a lot, you kind of just want a brief reprieve, you know? So currently I'm the points leader over Mark Martin, Rusty Wallace, Jeff Gordon, John Andretti. And I just realized that John Andretti and Jeff Gordon are separated by 4 points, which ain't a lot. And of course, Kurt Busch is like right there. So there's a really strong, you know, battle here for, I'd probably say, being in 5th. You know, nobody's actually guaranteed, especially with, you know, actually after this race, it'll be just 10 races to go before the chase starts. So nobody's actually guaranteed in right now, and anything can happen. As we've seen, anything will happen. Dover coming to mind with my motor. Anyways, with Infineon being the next one, we're gonna go ahead and just quick select everything because we only have one car that is actually suited to the track, which is our generic car. But the overall car rating being a 76 gives me a little bit of hope. This is actually the highest rated car that we have in our garage, and it's the one that's for short tracks and road courses. Go figure, right? So without further ado, I guess I shouldn't really waste you guys' time. Let's go ahead and go straight to Infineon, see what we can do on the track, and hopefully maybe make it 3 in a row. As I was loading the plane, I almost forgot to mention one more thing though. Pontiac is second in the manufacturer's championship behind Ford by 13 points. We managed to jump Dodge and Chevy in the last, you know, race with Steven's top 5 finish. So that helped. You know, once we get Joe up there scoring consistently as well, that will help even further. So hopefully this race, we wind up putting Ford either really close to us. Actually, I think we will put Ford closer to us because we can't pass them unless we had more like Pontiac, but that won't happen. So as it stands right now, you're looking at what is probably going to be a penultimate race in Sonoma. Now, I can go and put everything for the flight, and of course, the team can go ahead and send the car to Sonoma. I wanted to make sure I reminded you guys of the manufacturer's point standings because I think I forgot at the end of the last video, and I wanted to make sure that we were on the same page. First laps in Sonoma. I don't think that those first couple of corners are going to hurt us too much. Also, don't mind me. I'm also eating some granola. I love granola. I mean, 9th isn't bad. Down into the hairpin for the final time on qualifying. Get back to the power. Get back up to speed. Around the corner. And we got pole. That's good. Finally, we got something going our way in qualifying.
NASCAR Winston Cup racing in the Sonoma Valley today. EA Sports is live with flag-to-flag coverage of today's Dodge Save Mart 350 from the Infineon Raceway. This course should present quite a challenge to these drivers, wouldn't you agree?
This track really shows off a driver's talents. This is truly a course where your skill alone can mean the difference between finishing 1st and 41st.
The MBNA car seems to always finish in the top 10.
Oh yeah, to have an average finish in the top 10 for the season is mighty impressive. It can often be the difference that wins championships.
Speaking of championships, I'm chasing another. I got Greg Biffle on my inside. No Mark Martin at the front, surprisingly enough.
Got a car on your left, buddy. Be careful.
Okay, Roush.
Okay, we're clear.
Okay, Scott Pruitt. Hello. Okay, I gotta settle in.
On your right.
Just got passed by Casey Mears. I can see how this is going to go.
There's a guy
The
on
qualifying was actually a lot closer to
second
Greg
line,
Biffle
number 16.
than I anticipated. Like, I was maybe 1/100th of a second faster than Biffle to the
Watch
line.
it.
Come on. Roush has got to be running illegal. Something illegal.
Right there. He slips up. Make your move. Got one.
There's no way he had better acceleration off the corner. No way.
Contact with number 16.
Didn't mean to get into Biffle, but he's there.
The 16 car is still there.
Yeah, I'm getting the elbow out, especially since the last couple of races has just been Roush Racing BS, with the team orders, because they definitely had something out for me at Michigan. I could tell. And we've got one lap led.
There's a guy on your right. He's got some revenge built up. Still there. We lost the lead. Clear on both sides.
Biffle got the elbow out. He had it. Now Dale Jarrett's up here. Bro, what is with all the Fords?
The 16 car is getting in your way.
This is Greg Biffle's best run this season so far. And we're only 3 laps in. So honestly, he can get in my way. I honestly feel like if I was a betting man, he would fall back at some point.
72.
Just got to keep it on the black stuff the entire race, right?
The 16 car is blocking. Watch it. There's a car on your left. Number 16 bumped you. All clear, buddy.
Just a little bit of beating and banging. Ain't nothing too serious between me and Greg Biffle. All right, 5 laps in, I'm back in the lead. I've got 2 Fords behind me, plus a Dodge. And then there's a Chevy back there as well.
All clear, buddy.
I've got Fords definitely trying to stop me from being at the front here.
Much ahead of you. Okay, we're clear. Easy now. Gonna need some of that grip later. Clear all around. I'm sure he's still angry with you. 73, 11.
So now I've got another Ford in front of me here. And just a little concerned.
Got a car on your left, buddy. Contact with our radiator. Still there. Okay, we're back in second.
I think we also got some cars. We got a large pack on on pit road. I just realized. A lot of people on pit road right now.
Car on your right. That bump didn't hurt us. Car's okay. This ain't the first time you hit him. He knows it. The 88 car is looking to pass. Clear.
Went way deeper into that corner than I expected.
Isn't gonna like that. Car 88.
Come on, Dale Jarrett. That destroyed the entry into this corner. And opens the door for Kevin Harvick. So all this bumping and beating and banging from the Fords is causing the top 5 to shift.
I'd like to see him stay back there.
Because now Kevin Harvick is in second. The future Mr. Where did he come from? I think I see Rusty Wallace on pit road with a blown motor. I just passed him last lap and I wasn't sure. But this time I passed by, he's still in that box. I think he blew his motor.
Your left front tire's a little worn.
I was so concerned that that yellow was me, and I just realized that it probably wasn't me because I almost panicked. I was like, wait, was that me? Was I the caution? No, I don't think I was, but I am going to pit. There's no point in not pitting. Oh, Matt Kenseth? Lost the wheel? Just lost the handle? It's an awkward place to lose your car. I'm beginning to think that the 17 car spun intentionally there. What do y'all think? All right, so I'm gonna bring it down pit road. There's no point, no harm in slamming 4 tires. And let's repair the damage. And it was a good idea for me to come down because others are following. But we're gonna have the cars at pit already at the front. This is gonna get interesting. I don't even know who the new leader would be. I might see them pass by though. And Rusty's team has definitely pushed their car behind the wall, so it's like his day is done. He's going to lose a lot of points today if his day is indeed over. Stay hydrated, folks. Always stay hydrated. Damage repaired. Let's go. First car in, first car out.
A few cars stayed out under the yellow.
Definitely 15th. Casey Mears went from 5th, went from 5th. So he actually moved up. He was the second car. 22's got some damage. Got Brian Vickers at the front.
The 41 car is gaining on you. On your right.
Kurt Busch.
Hold it steady. 3 wide. Clear on both sides. Try to keep him behind you. 3 wide.
There's Mark Martin.
That's 1 more down. Clear.
He must have been one of those early guys who came down pit road.
On your right. Don't worry about the car. It looks okay.
Excuse me, Robbie Gordon. I need to get by you. Got a points battle.
Car to your left. Nice pass. You're clear.
Ooh, it's Boris Said. The Said head.
97's all over your back bumper.
Me and Kurt Busch both knocked down the wall in the same spot.
Buddy, push it. There's a guy on your right. Hey, that's worth another spot. Keep digging. Clear all around. We don't want him getting beside us. Take it easy out there. On your right. We're down a spot. Keep digging.
Newman, come on, man.
Is attempting a box. Watch it. There's a car on your left. I think he's starting to not like you. The 12 car is looking right. Keep an eye on your mirror. He's not too happy with you.
Oh, come on. We're going to finish under caution.
The field makes its way back to the start-finish line.
Oh, Steven.
Yellow flag condition for a problem out on the racetrack.
He's okay. So at least he was still rolling.
Keep coming. We're getting there.
If only I could have gotten past the line. Steven got into, I think, Greg Biffle and the 18 car. Something must have happened to his brakes. All right. No caution pit. And that's it. It's over. Well, the good news is no Fords scored a point in the manufacturer's title.
Top 10 and all.
But neither did I. I didn't score any points. As a matter of fact, it was all Chevy and 1 Dodge.
The yellow didn't wave as much as usual.
Yeah, you're right, but that just makes for a better race in my opinion. It really makes the better drivers stand out that much more.
The MBNA car, after leading all of those laps, will not get the trophy.
Wow, he just didn't lead the most important one, the lap where the checkered came out.
The 53 car probably won't be hanging out after the race with the 16 car.
It certainly looks that way. I'm not sure who started everything, but it should be fun to watch over the next couple races to see what develops.
We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast of NASCAR Winston Cup Racing on EA Sports. So long, we'll see you next week at the Daytona International Speedway.
I can't believe the race ended under caution on something like that. That's actually kind of frustrating. I know I'm not mad at the driver that did it. I wish I could have gotten to the line. I feel like if I would have got to the line when that happened, and gotten through there, I think we would have been fine because I would have at least tried to dive bomb maybe Tara Labonte. But it's okay. I mean, no Ford scored any manufacturer's points, and it looks like Jeff Gordon and I are going to split the most laps led bonus because we both led the same amount of laps. And that's rough. So Jeff Gordon wins, Brian Vickers second, Casey Kane, Jimmy Johnson, Tara Labonte, and your top five. Very interesting to see that Tara Labonte, the part-timer, was able to get 5th overall. I am noticing that I think they're short a team. No, I don't think they're short a team. Yeah, they only had 4 cars, but Terry's part-time this season. So nice to see Hendrick Motorsports with a top 5. Casey Kane finishing 3rd as the highest finishing Dodge was great. Of course, I finished 6th, missed out on any manufacturer's points. The good news is that Ryan Newman, Ricky Rudd, Borsed, and Kurt Busch are your top 10. And that means that Ricky Rudd didn't score any points as the highest finishing Ford, neither did Kurt Busch. Mark Martin also lost out to me on points with an 11th place finish. A little bit further down the list, we're seeing a lot of variation here from where some people started and where they finished. Casey Mears started 3rd, finishing 18th. Greg Sachs coming from 42nd to 19th. Jeremy Mayfield, 40th to 20th. A couple other guys a little bit further back down there. Greg Biffle went from 2nd to 27th. I told y'all he was going to be a non-factor after a while. And I was right. Joe finishing 26th overall. And a little bit further down, we see Ken Schrader and Rusty Wallace both DNF. And John Andretti also did not finish the race as well because he was only able to do 12 laps. So really rough day for John Andretti. I think that's going to shift the middle point of the top 10 with John Andretti's lowest finish, I think, of the season so far. So that's going to be rough for him. Matt Kenseth is struggling. His struggles continue at this point of the season. Dale Jr. also still struggling, finishing really low on the track. Steven finishing 28th as they're coming back from 36th starting spot. So that's a positive for him. Not really much I can say in regards to my teammates' performance. They're doing exactly what I need them to do. They're just being consistent and taking points away from others on the track as best as they can, and that helps me a ton. So with all that being said, and a race that actually ended under caution, I kind of wish we had a green-white checkered finish, but I didn't finish higher than Tara Labonte today, so that's good. Oh yeah, the point standings definitely shifted in the middle here. I'm still over Mark Martin by 76 points. Rusty Wallace, Jeff Gordon are now closer, and Kurt Busch is now in the top 5. Jimmy Johnson is 6th. John Andretti has slipped down to 7th, 477 points back. Matt Kenseth, Jeff Burton, and Tony Stewart round up the top 10. There are a ton of Fords in the top 10 here. Mark Martin's a Ford, so that's 1. Kurt Busch 2. Matt Kenseth 3. Kenseth, I said his struggles continue. His struggles have continued. He's been finishing kind of poor lately, but he's still in the top 10 in the standings, so that's pretty good for him. Jeff Burton up here as well. Dale Jarrett just outside the top 10. Joe Nemechek struggled a little bit in today's race. Altogether, I'm getting to see that, there's a lot of drivers that could potentially continue to take points off the board from me. And that's going to be rough. Steven is 34th in the standings and actually could probably make his way up the standings charts if he keeps finishing as well as he is. Joe's a little has lagged behind just a little, but I am beginning to see that Joe and Steven are having their own little, who can get higher in the standings battle going on. Over to the award ceremony for a manufacturer. And like I said, we didn't score any points. So us and Ford didn't score any points. So Ford with 97. Did they score a point? Did we score a point? I'm at the wait. Something's off. I'm gonna have to figure something out here. Oh, I was wrong. We did score points. I did score a point. I scored 2 points. Oh, okay. And yeah, okay. Ford did score a point as well. It's the top 6. My bad, y'all. I said the top 5 the last couple of videos. It's the top 6 getting points. I am so sorry. I'm pretty sure someone has already corrected me a few times and it just never registered to me to actually double check that. So top 6 actually scores points. So I did score points, not enough points because Chevy scored a buttload of points. That's why Chevy got back ahead of us with Ford just ever so slightly still on top. So it's 9 points for a race win, not 5. My bad. Sorry. A little bit further down, I'm noticing that my sponsors' prestiges are not happy because I didn't finish so well, but we did get our overhauls and repairs done. So we can actually go in and when's the next road course race or short track? Because I'm thinking maybe we can boost that again. We got Speedway or Super Speedway, Speedway, and then road course, Speedway. A large part of me is thinking maybe we should actually Speedway tire grip would be awesome. And tire wear would improve too. I think we know what we're about to do, y'all. 2 races to fix the Speedway chassis. And then the Speedway motor that we just used. Let's go ahead and do 2 races to overhaul that. And because I am just a crazy guy, I am thinking we should probably overhaul one of these 2 bodies that we have. Yeah, we should overhaul the third body. It's already full condition. I know y'all thinking that's a waste of money, Neko. I'm thinking postseason because right now we're still good enough to actually make it into the chase. I mean, barring some super catastrophic failures where we start blowing our motor every week or something, or we get involved in everybody else's mess and we start falling further and further back in the standings. But right now we're on top. We can just start thinking towards the chase. And that's what I'm going to actually go with. I'm going to think towards the chase. So I'm going to sacrifice one of our, not really sacrifice. I'm going to sacrifice the usage of one of our chassis or bodies and overhaul it. And I think our fabricator is not happy about it because it goes from 1 race to 2 races time to overhaul something that used to actually only take 1 race. So it's a little self-serving here, but I'm thinking ahead. So we'll go ahead and throw that $562,000 at it for Keith to get to work. And then of course our body drafting on the body forming tools is 2 races away from being done anyway. So we're just going on mad push mode. So the Pepsi 400 at Daytona is next, and I'm looking forward to it. Jeff Gordon wins today's race, but that's okay. You know, he's from California. It's nice for him to get a win in California. But now we've got Daytona, Chicagoland coming up. Those are some pretty good tracks for me. If you liked today's video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Be easy, everybody.